Over the past 10 years, I started all sorts of side hustles and side projects, with this journey leading to probably the most successful one, which is this very YouTube channel. To me, side projects are the single most important thing you can do when you're young to improve your life. I owe my job as a product manager in tech, running this YouTube channel, and a lot of what I do today, to building, running, scrapping, and restarting side projects and side businesses. But a lot of people, especially here on YouTube, are just focusing on the money. How you can make $1 gazillion by dropshipping plutonium cores from Antarctica to Dubai to resell them as NFTs or whatever. But throughout my 10 years of side projects, I've learned 3 key things that all these YouTube people never talk about that make things work for me. And the last one I actually learned just in the last few months. But there's a reason why these videos work so well. Because at first, money is all you care about. And I was no different. I was a broke student in Italy about 8 years ago, and that's where I started with e-commerce and dropshipping. My first project was called Just 2 Beers, and the concept was that I was gonna sell items and weird things that cost the same amount of 2 beers. Yeah, I know. Another one I did was called Zodiac. I was selling items and necklaces around astrology, trying to create some kind of narrative. And I chose that niche because I believe that people that are gullible enough to believe in astrology were the perfect target for my very amateur dropshipping site. And to be honest, I still believe that. Now, you have to think that these were very different times. Dropshipping hadn't become a meme yet, and Facebook ads were still pretty cheap. But still, the websites were not great, and I burned my budget of 100 euros for ads and basically made 0 sales, transforming those 100 euros into 1,000 euros. And well, I failed. I didn't get what I was hoping to. But what I didn't realize is that I got something much more important.
Friendship.
Well, no, but what I got was skills. It's funny because everybody's starting out by focusing on the end result, which is money or success or whatever you want it to be. But that is an actual consequence of you acquiring skills. Because once you get out of the X dollars a week mentality, this is where you start to get ahead of the masses of people that watch a YouTube video, go start something, and then at the first difficulty give up a few days later. When I was doing e-commerce, I watched an ungodly amount of YouTube videos and read books about website design, funnels, performance marketing, copywriting, and oh look, skills. I also picked up some graphic design skills, and I started to make promos and flyers for events and clubs with Illustrator and Photoshop. Yeah, looking at this now, I'm not exactly proud, but I was picking up skills. And once I realized this, that's where my next venture came in, which was called The Sign. I noticed many people with personal brands use these signature logos in their content. So given now I have graphic design skills and e-commerce and marketing skills that I got from my previous stuff, what I did is I productized design work. I built a website where you could add your name, choose how you want your signature done, and our professional team of graphic designers would create it. I priced this service at 10 times what random guys from Fiverr were charging, and I really went above and beyond on the website design. I learned CSS and JavaScript to make a custom funnel exactly how I want it. And eventually I settled on WordPress and a shit ton of plugins to make everything work. And I remember I was looking for hosting to host my website. And at the time I chose Hostinger as my hosting provider. And it's funny how many years later, Hostinger is now sponsoring the latest side project, which is this YouTube channel and this very video. Basically, all the side projects I ever did have been online in some shape or form. And more often than not, when you start a side business, the first thing you'll need is a website. A place to run it from that you can control and really make your own. A gateway for your project into the world. Because yes, you can keep a bunch of servers in your garage, and actually if you do that, quite kudos to you. Or you can take the smart route and get a quality hosting provider like Hostinger. For the price of a coffee per month, you can get your side project up and running and out into the world. It doesn't really matter if you don't want to write a single line of code or you really want to get your hands dirty like I did. Hostinger has everything you need. It's optimized for WordPress, it gives you free SSL certificates, so your websites look professional and secure. It's SEO friendly, and they even give you a free domain name included with the price. And getting started is super simple. Just follow the link in the description, or when you are buying from the Hostinger website, you can scroll down until the end to add the code Enrico Tartarotti, which will give you an additional 10% discount to get your side project up and running. So going back to The Sign, I got my hosting. I worked for months on that project. I turned on the Facebook ads, and finally, nothing happened. No one bought anything for months. And this really hurt because this was not a random tutorial that I followed. This was something that I thought about, that I ideated, that I built myself. I cared about it. I was proud of it. And that's why I spent the next months working on it, tweaking, iterating.